Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the next half hour, the police department hosts a police academy for Hispanic County residents. Plus, faith organizations meet in Rockville. And later, Montgomery College welcomes back athletic alumni for a big celebration. But first, hundreds attended an immigration session where Executive Ike Leggett, surrounded by community leaders, emphasized that Montgomery County will continue to be an inclusive community for all residents.
Keep in mind that we are not changing. We are not moving back. We are going to stand for the Montgomery County way of inclusion. This is a community. This is a community that welcomes people, and we treat all people with dignity and respect. So if nothing else that you leave here with today, keep in mind that for Montgomery County, nothing has changed.
The gathering took place at the Silver Spring Civic Center, where county officials offered an immigration session for community providers and nonprofits.
Our police do not ask people their immigration status if they got stopped for a speeding ticket. We need the community to have faith with our police department. We cannot allow people to be so fearful that they go underground. We cannot allow people to be so fearful that they do not take the benefits that they are entitled to take. We cannot allow people to be so fearful that they keep their children away from school because they're afraid their children will be taken.
The county is offering referral services for residents that might have immigration questions. For information, call 311. Last December, a fire erupted at the county's resource recovery facility, which resulted in the disruption of waste deliveries for several days. Recently, two council committees met to discuss the aftermath of the fire and to take a look at the overall operation of the plant. Susan Kennedy has a story.
Members of the Council's Public Safety and Transportation and Environment Committees received a briefing on the recent fire at the facility and if repairs can be made. The plant is operated privately by Covanta. The county's Department of Environmental Protection has hired an investigator to determine how the fire started and to review past issues and operating procedures going forward.
I had been briefed with respect to those issues earlier in the year with respect to the concerns that the boilers in particular were not maintained at the level that they should have been, and that the efforts underway to in fact make that happen. And that we were given assurances that Covanta, who I think testified to the same, recognized that they dropped the ball and doubled down on their commitment to invest in this facility and make sure that it was in fact running as it should.
We had a lot of information presented, and our head of environmental protection has shown incredible leadership in controlling the situation, sharing as much as possible the information that they have, and making it very clear it was never a threat to either the community or the environment, to our knowledge.
The county's resource recovery facility in Dickerson opened in 1995. Waste is transported there and burned at high temperatures and converted into electricity or steam. The residue then goes to the landfill, taking up less space than trash would. There have been maintenance issues at the facility over the past few years, but council members say they don't believe these setbacks will alter how the county approaches waste disposal.
Our Department of Environmental Protection and others do believe that the incinerator, with the most modern scrubbing equipment that makes sure that the emissions are well within range, plus burning that trash and selling it for energy, is environmentally preferable to the alternatives.
In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
For over 2 decades, the county's police department has been hosting a police academy for residents to learn about police operations and get involved in community leadership. Recently, a bilingual academy was established to reach out to Hispanic County residents. We went to the Public Safety Training Academy to check out one of the classes and found out that Police Chief Tom Major was teaching and speaking some Spanish.
Un gran placer para mí desearles
Breaking the ice in Spanish, a big welcome from the police chief. 50 Hispanic County residents have registered for the Police Academy, which focuses on building trust and confidence between police and residents.
As everyone knows, there's a lot of fear and uncertainty in the community. So we're actually very pleased to have members of our Spanish-speaking community here to talk about the police and talk about the relationship that the police have with the community. So I think it's a great opportunity for the Montgomery County Police Department to put some of the fears to rest and to make sure that people understand that we are here to help them.
The Police Academy for Hispanic Community was created as an additional outreach program to the fast-growing Hispanic community in the county, which is almost 20%. During the 15-week-long program, participants are exposed to a full curriculum that begins with the basics of knowing police districts and the 4 assistant chiefs, and culminates with a graduation.
They learn, first of all, the restrictions of the law that the police are submitted to in terms of First Amendment and Fourth Amendment. For instance, they learn about traffic law. They learn that there are so many accidents of pedestrians that could be avoided if people would really obey the law. They learn that alcohol can kill more than actual guns if you are drunk and you drive a car. They also get to meet our canine section, and then they get to try out themselves how they would react, how they would use force in several different scenarios.
The only requirements to participate are to reside in Montgomery County and be over 18 years of age. Sessions take place every Thursday evening until completion of the program. For more information, visit montgomerycountymd.gov/police. Here's a way for you to shop, save money, and help the environment, all at the same time. Mark your calendar for Shop Maryland Energy Tax-Free Weekend. It's February 18th through the 20th. Maryland Comptroller Peter Franshaw is traveling throughout the state of Maryland to kick off his statewide promotional tour to encourage Marylanders to go green. Starting February 18th, Montgomery County residents will get a break from the state's 6% sales tax on Energy Star products that qualify. Comptroller Franshaw began his tour right here in Montgomery County at Nolan's Apache Appliance Store in Silver Spring.
If you buy a energy efficient appliance anywhere in Maryland, you don't have to pay the 6% sales tax. You also have all sorts of discounts and incentives put on by the manufacturers. Pepco gives you a big rebate. So it's a time where you can save literally almost hundreds of dollars if you buy a new energy efficient appliance. And we were out promoting that and saying, shop local, get off the internet. So if anybody needs a dishwasher or a refrigerator or a new furnace, buy it President's Day weekend. You'll save a lot of money and do something good for the environment.
You can find more information at mygreenmontgomery.org. A full list of exempt and taxable items is available on the Comptroller's website at marylandtaxes.com. Coming up on County Report this week, City of Tacoma Park leaders gathered to discuss the city's sanctuary status. And faith-based leaders discuss goals to help immigrants in the county. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Dozens of leaders and residents representing various faith groups gather at the Rockville Presbyterian Church to discuss priorities and goals for helping immigrants within the county. The event, entitled Welcoming Our New Neighbors, Sharing Resources Meeting, features guest speakers from different organizations on how residents can access county resources to support refugees. Organizers say this initial program started when some governors stated they opposed Syrian refugees settling in their states. Now, with the recent executive orders on immigration signed by President Trump, organizers say they have more work to do.
We need to be countering the ban on Muslims. This is unconstitutional. It's Islamophobic. It is blatantly immoral. There is nothing good that can come from it.
Montgomery County attracts foreign students who are now also concerned about the impact of the president's executive order on immigration. From Montgomery College, Carolina Galeano has the story.
Montgomery College students hail from all parts of the world, including the 7 countries targeted by the temporary ban in the president's executive order on immigration. With this in mind, students invited community leaders to address questions in an open forum.
I know for a fact that our students are scared. I know that we have 215 students who are from those 7 countries that are part of that ban on refugees for the next 4 months.
We're trying to create a forum, something for the students to discuss about how they feel emotionally, what the Senate can do for them to encourage their cause of helping our Muslim and immigrant students.
Fear of deportation is a top concern for some students, which is why Takoma Park Sanctuary City status was the first item of discussion.
Our police department will not turn anyone over to ICE enforcement if they find that you are undocumented. It means that when someone comes to the city for services, to participate in our rec programs or anything like that, you are never asked your immigration status. Our crime rates have actually gone down in recent years, and in fact, when we look at who is committing crime in our neighborhoods and what type of crime are being committed, it's not being committed by people who are undocumented.
While the political climate feels hostile to some, the college reassured students of where it stands in regards to its values.
We're very proud of the fact that about 28% of our students at Montgomery College identify as international students. We're probably unlike most community colleges in the country, and we're one of the most diverse. I think we're the 7th highest ranked college campus community colleges that have the number of international students that we have. So as a result of that, we have deep competency in making sure that we provide supportive environments and services that support students to be successful.
The college is here to support us, and the students, immigrant, refugee, F1 visa, whatever, the college is there to work with students and help them succeed.
For County Report this week, in Takoma Park, Carolina Galeano.
The City of Takoma Park, in conjunction with various community organizations, held a teaching that focused on the past, present, and future status of Takoma Park as a sanctuary city. The event included live music, poetry, presentations, and a panel discussion for an audience that filled the auditorium and 6 available overflow rooms.
We have been a sanctuary city in Takoma Park since 1985, and we don't plan to change a thing. We are looking at the President's executive order right now to figure out how that may impact the city, but we feel that being a sanctuary city goes to the core of who we are in Takoma Park.
The reality of it is we do have an immigrant population here, documented or undocumented, and we cannot differentiate under our policy. And nor should we, because we want to engender trust with the community and we want them to come to us when they have a problem.
I thought Takoma Park did the right thing when it became a sanctuary city. I think we continue to do the right thing. I'm happy I live here. Montgomery County offers similar protections to people. It's not really, we're not outside the law. We're not doing anything that's illegal, but to the extent that we can be welcoming and provide institutional support for people who are in trouble, we try to do that.
We believe that everyone who calls the city home should feel safe, should feel respected, and that they can live their lives with dignity.
The Montgomery County Office of Human Rights is hosting a Civil Rights Educational Freedom Experience bus tour that retraces the steps of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and other civil rights heroes. From April 8th through the 16th. The cost of a 6-day bus tour can be located on the website and includes hotel, transportation, some meals, and all museum fees.
So what you're going to experience is an educational experience from the very beginning. We'll be going down from stop to stop along the way. As it turns out, we'll be going some 2,300 miles when it's all said and done to really take a look at the civil rights movement in the front chair. And so you get a chance then to be able to kind of see it at that perspective.
If interested, call 240-777-8479 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/human rights. Coming up next on County Report this week, a theater festival of Blake High School brings together students from all over the county. And
I'm Sonia Burke at Jones Lane Elementary School, where they've installed a new buddy bench on the playground. We'll tell you how it's making a big difference at recess right after this. Stay with us.
Mark your calendars. The Montgomery County Greenfest is coming up and you don't want to miss it. Greenfest promises to be a fun-filled day of entertainment, community, and learning. Enjoy live music and fun and games for kids, learn how to green your home and neighborhood, watch the latest environmental short films, attend a DIY workshop, and explore exhibitor booths. Greenfest has activities for all ages and interests. Make sure you stop by and explore your path to a greener life.
welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. There is a new addition at the Jones Lane Elementary School playground, and it's helping students look out for each other and make new friends. My MC Media's Sonia Burke reports. Sonia?
You may have heard of the Buddy Bench. They're showing up on playgrounds across the country. And now there's one here at Jones Lane Elementary School, thanks to these two brothers.
I can talk with a friend and walk with a friend and share my umbrella in the rain. I can play with a friend and stay with a friend and learn with a friend and explain.
Meet Jack, a 4th grader, and Ryan, a 1st grader at Jones Lane Elementary School. These brothers saw a video about the Buddy Bench and thought it would be a great addition to their school's playground to encourage new friendships at recess.
It's a bench that if somebody doesn't have a friend to play with, they can sit on the bench, and when people run past, they can tell them that they can play with them so that they can make new friends. The phrase "make a friend, be a friend," we thought it would be good because it has the friend part in it, and we thought it would be good to put it on the sign so that people could have new friends.
At a school assembly on the playground to introduce the Buddy Bench, the school's principal brought a letter the boys wrote to her last year about their idea.
I had never heard of it, but I thought when I researched it afterwards how wonderful an idea it is.
It's very important because a student that may not have someone to play with might feel sad at recess, they might be embarrassed that they don't have someone to play with, so this gives them an outlet to sit on the bench and let the other students know, hey, I don't have anyone to play with.
We thought many kids at Jones Lane would find this very helpful. By bringing a Buddy Bench to our playground, we thought it would help others feel more comfortable and less lonely.
There are about 480 students at Jones Lane Elementary, and from their reaction, the Buddy Bench is already bringing them closer. If you see somebody sitting on the bench today, what are you going to do?
We're going to come over to them and see if they want to play with us.
In North Potomac, I'm Sonia Burke for County Report This Week.
Thespians and drama department students from 13 high schools and middle schools gathered at James Blake High School to hone their skills and share their talents at the 6th annual MCPS Theater Festival.
I could say something like, "Good morning."
Hundreds of MCPS middle and high school student actors, dancers, and stage technicians gathered at James Hubert Blake High School for the 6th annual MCPS Theater Festival. The festival provides an opportunity for students to learn from actual theater professionals, gaining exposure to a theater community outside of MCPS, and to also explore various pathways in theater as a career.
Students have opportunities to participate with their classmates in Scene Fest, and where they'll perform for other students. They can do monologues or musical theater, also technical portfolio.
It's where all the theater kids from around the county come and gather and look at colleges, do auditions, learn new stuff.
I make some of my closest friends here because I'm doing an art that they also like doing. So it's nice that we get to bond, and like there's dancers here, there's singers, there's actors, and it's just great.
And it's so wonderful for the students to be able to see, hey, I'm part of something much larger than I ever realized. Not only that, but a lot of our students will be able to meet and network with theater professionals. I've had a lot of students learn new techniques and gain new interests based on the workshops that they participate in here at Festival.
The students not only get to develop and learn new skills thanks to a wide variety of workshops, but they also get to meet and audition for college representatives.
We have many colleges throughout Maryland, and they are here to audition our high school students. The students prepare monologues and they prepare a song. At the end of the day, the colleges have callbacks, and sometimes they even offer scholarships at the festival.
I just like looking at the colleges because as a junior, you know, it's the most stressful year, and I'd like to see like where I can go with theater.
The festival also offers students the opportunity to learn from each other and to develop a sense of community and camaraderie, regardless of their schools or backgrounds.
We all share something in common. It's like we're one big family, and we all come to do the same thing. We all come to perform and just support each other.
Coming up next on County Report this week, Montgomery College honors athletic alumni. And meet our pets of the week. Stay with us. County Report this week. We'll be right back.
Get to MC and we'll get you going.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. February is Black History Month, and in Rockville there is a school with a legacy of education even through the era of segregation. Kathy Dantzler has more.
As Rockville 11 celebrates Black History Month, we want to shine a light on a part of Rockville's history that still lives on today. Turning back the hands of time to a place in America's history that most aren't proud of, the era of segregation. Back then, Black students who lived in Montgomery County had to travel outside the county to continue their education past elementary school. So, in 1951, when George Washington Carver High School and Junior College opened its doors, it was the beginning of the change that was needed to push for equality in education. Carver was the first all-African American high school and junior college in Montgomery County.
For the first time in a long time, we as a Black community, we had something brand new, and that was exciting.
We got new books. And it was the first time the boxes and things are opened by the students and put here and there and so forth.
What a great opportunity I had to be educated in such a wonderful, wonderful school and such wonderful, wonderful teachers.
They were so proud that they fought so hard to get a new high school, and that was important for them.
And while the fight against segregation was going on outside, the students inside Carver were somehow sheltered from the struggle once they entered the building.
The social life was wonderful. The kids that did go to the integrated schools really missed it when we talk about Carver. They say we really missed that.
If these walls could talk, they would tell you the stories of learning, love, laughter, and a tale of a bond that only those who walk the halls of Carver could understand. For County Report this week, I'm Kathy Dantzler.
The experiences and changes of Black Montgomery County residents and their families will be featured at 9:45 a.m. on Tuesday, February 14th, as the Montgomery County Council commemorates Black History Month. The presentation will focus on From Here to Now, with guest panelists talking about the opportunities presented by living in the county. The event will be held at the Council Hearing Room in Rockville and also will be televised live on County Cable Montgomery. There will also be a Black History Month celebration, an African American musical journey on Thursday, February 16th at noon, located at F. Scott Fitzgerald Theater in Rockville. And the Montgomery County Public Libraries is offering a series of programs to commemorate Black History Month, which are taking place at several branches during this month. To find out what free programs are available, go to montgomerycountymd.gov/libraries. It was like Old Home Week at the Montgomery College basketball doubleheader as the college held a special reunion for its athletic alumni. More than 50 former athletes attended, and MCTV's Michael Brown has a story.
There are a lot of familiar faces on the Rockville campus today for the MC basketball doubleheader as the MC Alumni Association and the entire college community welcome back athletic alumni for a special recognition and reunion.
Well, today we invited back all former student athletes to come and celebrate being a Montgomery College student athlete. And as I've said before, and I've talked to you about before, whether you're a Knight, a Falcon, a Griffin, a Raptor, we're all Montgomery College, we're all family. And we had someone from Stock Kasutis who was from the class of, I want to say 56. We had someone from the class of 66. We had somebody from the class of 77. So, I mean, we went pretty far back.
The reunion also marked the 5th anniversary of MC's 2011 women's soccer team winning the national championship. Kelly Wakeman coached that team to the title.
It's been great to see. We have 2 young ladies who are expecting, so to see how lives grow, girls that have gotten married, have finished degrees, have jobs. I think one of the true measures of a coach comes later down the line when you see your former players as people, as members of society, as educators and kids out there in the workforce, and the fact that they're contributing so much and such positive people. That's as meaningful to me as a national championship.
No one is like Coach Wakeman. Like, she is awesome. She touched every one of us, and she's just somebody that to this day, like, I have mad respect for.
And this reunion will no doubt lead to many more.
Montgomery College is about helping our students succeed, completing their degrees and moving on if possible. And you'll see that the student athletes have a higher percentage of completing and transferring to 4-year institutions. And so that's something special. We need to get that word out and then recognize the ones who've done it like we did today.
For County Report this week from Montgomery College, I'm Michael Brown.
And now it's time to meet our pets of the week. Kathy Stanhope joins us from the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center with more. Kathy?
This is Bruce. Bruce is with his brother, Broseph, who's in the cage. Now, they're a bonded pair, but they have very different personalities. Bruce is a love bug. He absolutely wants to cuddle with you or with his brother. And Broseph is a little bit more reserved, shall we say, but also very, very friendly and playful. Bruce is 3 and Broseph's about 2. They're both neutered males. They really would love to have a home in time for Valentine's Day, and a bonded pair would be wonderful as a gift, especially these 2 young guys. So learn more about Bruce and Broseph. Give us a call at 240-773-5900 or learn more about Bruce and Broseph by visiting us on the web at montgomerycountymd.gov/ASD.
And with that, we close this edition of County Report this week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. We leave you with footage from this year's Rockville Lunar New Year's celebration from Wootton High School. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching.